understand. Should I pack up and leave? Is there somebody else? Tell me what you felt. Tell me how you feel. Stop thinking about yourself. Think about the past. Didn't we have the mistakes that I made in my past? I let myself down like a clown. My bad. It's sad. I can't even trust myself. Can't take a look in the mirror. I discuss myself.
Like we used to do, 'cause I hate what I hear when I talk to you. 'Cause it's one lie and another lie just to get by. And nowadays things never seem like they used to be. 'Cause I hate what I feel when you're next to me. 'Cause it's one lie and another lie just to get by.
Turning the page, you got us run around in circles stuck in the maze. How come you can't open your heart stuck in the face? Baby, you need to grow up once at your age. The way you talking now, you acting like I'm a lame. You flushing everything that we had down the drain. It'd never be the same again. But when I think about it, it ain't worth it. To try to work it out can't even serve a purpose. You see, the ego and pride is what hurts us. But if you acting this cold, then it's worth it. Baby, you did it to yourself. Let's hope you live it down.
Like we used to do, 'cause I hate what I hear when I talk to you. 'Cause it's one lie and another lie just to get by. And nowadays things never seem like they used to be. 'Cause I hate what I feel when you're next to me. 'Cause it's one lie.
Even if you come back, it'll never be the same. Baby, let it rain, let it rain. I don't want what we had again. Baby, let it rain, let it rain. Even if you come back, it'll never be the same. Baby, let it rain, let it rain. I don't want what we had again. Baby, let it rain, precipitate. Go on and pop a bottle. Go ahead and celebrate. You an independent woman now. It's a fact, but there's no turning back. 'Cause it's a
Nowadays
rap.
say we never talk like we used to do. 'Cause I hate what I hear when I talk to you. 'Cause it's one lie and another lie just to get by. And nowadays things never seem like they used to be. 'Cause I hate what I feel when you're next to me. 'Cause it's one lie and another lie just to get by. Rain on me. The things you do, the things you
There's so many cooks in the kitchen sink. You got to be you, whatever you do, and make sure you get that rave review. Cause everybody knows when you put in the work to serve the main course and the fresh dessert, as sweet as ice cream and apple pie. Whatever you need to be satisfied, cause we got that recipe. Woo! We got that recipe. Ladies, sing that song. We got the recipe. Woo! We got the recipe.
All alone in the dark, never been so scared. I'm tired of feeling afraid to say what's on my mind. So ashamed of things that make me shine. I see the hurt that's in her eyes. No, I don't need an explanation. Please rescue, please rescue, please rescue me. Please rescue, please rescue, please rescue me. Please rescue. Take a chance, the smallest spark could light the way to your salvation. The time is now, so don't look back to finally leave the situation. So trust in me, you're not alone. There's much more than you could imagine. Just take my hand, I feel your pain. I listened when I heard it crying. Please rescue, please rescue, please rescue, rescue me. Come on, rescue me.
thinking on the day that we met. Hope you know I'm glad that we waited. Can't forget those walks in the cold, long drives into nowhere. Tell me how it feels when I hold you tight like we don't care. I'll come whenever you call. I'll run right into your arms. Oh, I'll come whenever you call. I'll run right into your arms. Oh, hold on whenever you call. I'll run right into your arms. Oh, hold on whenever you fall. 'Cause you changed me. Ooh, you changed me. I'll come whenever you call. I'll run right into your arms. Oh, hold on whenever you fall. 'Cause you changed me. Ooh, you changed me.
Make it ooze with the unthinkable. Don't stop till you come first. Life too unpredictable. Take control of what you're worth. Wasting time's forgivable, but nobody wants to grow. It's time for the original to come and break through, 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 come and break through. Take a right, don't hold back. Get yourself back on track. Keep on moving, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Let your senses guide you. Shake it up, inspire you. Do anything you want to, but don't stop, don't stop. Remember how you made it here, a game of truth or dare. You rolled the dice with confidence, now the fortunes we can share. The finish line is drawing near, just keep your eye on the prize. A new style is calling.
Hey, it's me, Lily from AT&T. I'm back, working from home, and here to help.
Hey Lily, I'm hearing a lot about 5G. Should I be getting excited?
Depends. Are you going to want faster speeds?
I will.
More reliability?
Oh, also yes.
Better response times?
Definitely.
Are you going to be making sourdough bread?
Oh, is that 5G related?
No, it's just like, why is everyone making sourdough now? But yes, you're going to want 5G.
AT&T is building 5G on America's best network. Visit att.com to learn more.
Hello everyone.
Hi.
Hi guys.
Hey guys.
Hello guys.
Hey guys.
Hey
guys. Hello guys.
Hello guys. Hey guys.
Hello guys.
Stan here.
Bumish from Russia.
Malmo.
It's Jampe from Finland.
Lopski from Sweden here.
It's Flaming here.
It's Ethan from EG.
Hey guys, my name is Bented.
Hello.
Hey guys, it's Sam and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
This DreamHack is gonna be a good one for us for sure. See you there.
Astralis are ready. You guys. We're ready to win.
Cool.
Might be ready to win, but it's only in the European side of things. We'll be kicking off. We're going to be featuring teams like FaZe, Fnatic, Constant, and Spirit. Before we get to any of that, we're going to go ahead and try to summarize and catch up. And they are raring ready to go. But before that, I think we should hype this one up just a little bit more, just one more notch. Crank it up, DJ. The DreamHack Master Spring 2020 continues today, right here on this day of May. We're at the very end of it, almost into June, but not into who my analysts are, where they are, where they're from, what they're here for. Let's talk to them. Let's bring them in. We've got Potter, we've got Bled, and they've got some stories to tell of their own. Not sure where you'd like to start, Christine, but literally anywhere is acceptable. But maybe Bled would be a better candidate. Looks like Christine froze in the moment. You know what I mean?
I like how you just frozen there in time. That's quite a beautiful image
just
indeed.
Stuck. Yeah. Well, there we go.
Yeah, there we are. All right. So the question. I don't know where to start from. I mean, I didn't obviously have a chance to be on the desk for Group B, but that was wild. Mouse coming out last. We had North coming out last in Group A as well. And I feel like these groups have been very, very topsy-turvy, Trace.
Yeah, things have been all over the place, really and truly. You look at Big Complexity, Mad Lions, and for a group of B, this one's shaped up in a way where I'm going to be honest, that's just not the way it went down. It got very close, though, didn't it, Black?
It did get very close, but Berlin International Gaming, that's big for you boys who don't know what that really stands for. They've been looking flawless, 3-0 win-loss record. They're looking really, really good, in fact. And that's the honest God truth about Big. They've been looking pretty good since the beginning of the year. It's unfortunate. I felt like that we haven't seen them play too much, which is why maybe they were underrated for quite a few people. But if you look at the results, like we saw some of the DreamHack Leipzig events, DreamHack here, they're looking good. It's online, I get it, but
got there. You almost got there in the end. But then it just didn't happen. Like, they've given us championships, they've given us trophies, they've shown us that they can do it, but then for some reason they've tapered off, and I'm not entirely going on within this lineup.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone really knows what's really going on, but we could talk about what's going on in Group A here.
We could do that, yeah.
Yeah, we remember Zipla having a crazy 1v5 kick things off. I'm like, you know what, Chaos could probably pull off the win here, but Furia have looked so good so far, and I feel like Liquid, MIBR, I think both of them, MIBR especially, going to be feeling a little lucky to have made it through. Furia looking unstoppable. Art is an artist in that server. He has been just phenomenal, the whole team as a whole, and for me, it feels like kind of like the resurgence of Furia. Now, the question can be asked, I wish Potter was here for me to tapering off at the moment.
Yeah, and you know, we're looking at NA teams, or we're thinking about NA teams. Honestly, Liquid beating MIBR last night has to have been a breath of fresh air.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, finally winning some stuff, our Liquid, and that has been so surprising, right? And it's not just, it's kind of interesting ever since the online era has come upon us now. It can be a dark time for a few of these teams. You've seen teams like Mouse. I think MIBR struggles go way back before, you know, the entire online stuff happened. But that's the thing, like some teams have risen to the occasion and some teams are kind of fallen flat. Unfortunately, Liquid are very, very, evaporated.
There. It's like I went to the beach and I've got sand stuck in everything, shoes, hair, on my leg. I can't get it all off. That's how Liquid feel right now. They're like a sunburn that just won't go away. Now, That's only because they need to find a way to successfully win all the time. But speaking of winning, we also have to speak of step up. Well, these guys, they had their hearts up, but it wasn't enough. Let's take a look.
We had one player and then they left and we got a new player to replace them and then they got replaced and then they got replaced and their replacements kept getting replaced. I feel like I've played with more people in the last 6 months than I've done in my entire 12-year career.
I really like the points that Potter were making, praising Vanity for his input for
Good mechanics and can shoot back. It's just a matter of getting on the same page, getting some confidence, and just not giving so much respect to our opponents. Like, we can go and beat Liquid one day and then lose to some complete ass MDL team the next day and then play it close with
Can you find consistency with this lineup? Yes or no?
I mean, I can say yes, but if it doesn't happen, don't look at me, but you need to change players and we try again. I am optimistic about it, but at the end of the day, it's not whether it's a team game. Be like, you're dumb, Steel, you said that you guys were going to be top 30. I don't know.
It's good to hear your voice as well. We're talking about young players, but moreover, we're talking about this Chaos Squad. Now, you might know a little bit about this team. We've got some North American people in there. What's going on?
Oh man, I thought Chaos, they absolutely turned a lot of heads. They turned my head, and I'm sure Twitch chat enjoyed their play. I really enjoyed Zeppa, man. He was not a player that I knew about before this tournament, and I thought he was fantastic. The amount of courage, I guess, within the server, playing up against just these well-known teams, but he was not afraid to take any duels across the board, and he was a huge part of the reason why Chaos was able.
They do end out 1 and 2, so we basically sent them on their way, and that is pretty much how that works. But the idea of young players and re-merging talent, cool process. Do you guys have your prospects with anyone? Is there any players?
Whenever these opportunities come and the old guard to capitalize on it.
Out with the old.
Trust me, but right now we're going to hear.
All these upcoming players are coming from Faceit, and Faceit is most likely a solo queue platform, so most of the new players don't know how to play as a team. So they've been improving as individual, they've been coming in FPL or all the thing because of those individual plays. So when they're starting a team, I don't think it's easy for them because they just because it's really important for the scene.
Oh dear, things are arriving. So it's
they just need to learn, and then when they become more efficiency, it's gonna be way better for the whole team, and I guess it's gonna be better. You just need to teach them what to do and just keep the strength.
Brokey versus Shocks, young versus old, and Brokey spots him out.
Izuta is really good player as individual, but he didn't know much as a team because he never played for big team before. I think it's always nice to have new players because of that, because you know that if they want to improve, if they want to show that
by Plopsky
to learn everything, but about the team play, about the position to help each other, etc. He had a lot to learn, but he was listening so well. He was taking the criticize really well.
Down, dropping Alex. S-Tag gets baited in, and Zaiwu 4 kills on that pistol round. Forget Maps log when you got this guy on your team.
When you have the young players who want to improve and listening to the older players, it's always nice, and I think you're improving really fast in that way.
As gentlemen, and not the guy talking about Knock, rather, but the play himself. Now, obviously, that was Apex discussing what there is to look forward to in the coming future, but we don't even get to see Apex until the coming future. We're talking Group D. For now, though, we need to continue to push forward. We need to talk about the matchups that we have on hand today. 3 best-of-3s coming your way, and we're going to be taking a look at the groups first and foremost. So right off the top, kicking off Group C.
New young blood coming in. Farlig from Copenhagen Flames, he's had a lot of success on that squad, so I'm very much looking forward to these matches coming up in Group C.
Yeah, everybody wants to know what's going on with FaZe Clan, me included. So, we'll also talk about North America in the meantime. Bled, I think you should do me the honors here.
Yeah, Group A, that one's done, dusted. Commiserations to Chaos. Esports. I think Esports Club. I think that's what it stands for, the EC over there. But yeah, this is the group I've been waiting for from NA. We got EG. They have a lot to prove. They're looking rough so far. 100 Thieves at Kassad. We have Cloud9, who are indeed.
Has been exciting to watch. He's certainly been one of the players that we've enjoyed watching during the road to Rio and through EPL. This was a guy where at least when we got the opportunity to kick us off at the best of 3, followed by FaZe Clan and Godsent. Now, big asterisks among the FaZe Clan fans. We all know that Olaf has stepped away. We're looking at Bemis as the one to step in. That's right, I've said Bemis, not to be confused with any other words. That's the word I've gone with. And then we're going to round the whole genius is Cloud9, not to be confused with Clout9, which also exists too, I think.
Who is confusing that, Trace?
Who is?
Yeah.
You know what? There to be any, misdirection, misguidance. There are only a select few groups that can help to make this happen. Those sponsors, they are the very life.
Yes, 1,000 frames per second, and that helps my game.
Oh yeah, I like that. Christine, have you picked that one as well, or what's your deal?
I have. Lily, she's gotten me excited about that sourdough bread, so I've got to go with AT&T here.
Nice. Well, before we talk about putting the buns in the ovens, we're going to go to a break. We're going to come back, and we're going to jump into what is the first best of 3. Thank goodness this is just the pre-show. We'll be... DreamHack Master Spring 2020 has arrived, and so have we, with Fnatic and Spirit going at it toe-to-toe today alongside of FaZe and Godsent for at least in the European region. But we're going to be starting our situation, or our dilemma, our conflict over here with a little bit of that Fnatic Spirit game. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Trace, and alongside of me, and that would be to my right, of course, actually, to my right, of course, That would be Christine, and then of course we brought in Sudan all the way in there from India. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on here today in the server, fellas.
Yeah, the low-key group of that. That's what I saw there on the stat over there. Yeah, there we go. Low-key group of that. Yeah, kind of is, isn't it? Now you look at FaZe and Godsend. You got two players being added in. For Godsend, Frawley coming in, that's an improvement over Michael I mean, I don't know which way you want to look at it. I think it is an improvement. I think they're going to be looking very dangerous here. Albeit they haven't had much time to really work with. FaZe with Bemis, I think that's what we're going with here, Trace. They are too much of an unknown entity at the moment because I don't think they've barely had time to practice with them. But if you look at FaZe's run on the road to Rio, they have been almost nigh unstoppable until G2 finally put up a very good performance to put them and stop them in the tracks. Fnatic, we know what they can do. They kind of fell flat on the road to Rio. Team Spirit, I feel, of the dark horse here, right? If you look at the teams they've played against, they're not looking that great. But if you look at the way they've been winning in the CIS region, sure, the team...
Just to kind of go off that a little bit, this is a Fnatic that everybody was kind of talking about. Oh, they're going for knife kills. They're having fun with it and winning at the same time. But for Fnatic, it hasn't always been that easy. And in fact, some of the matchups they find themselves in, that is just not the Fnatic we see. What's your take on that application of play? I guess if it's working, keep doing it?
Yeah, it is really hard to judge a team like Fnatic when they have such a free form, just constantly doing defaults and allowing JW to do the best things that he does and allowing just Crims and Flusha to do whatever they want to do. So whenever they're not hitting their shots, it does seem like they seem to crumble. There's not really a middle game plan that they can always lean onto. So if they're not headshotting, if JW is not finding his success with being aggressive, then that's when you see Fnatic start to fall short in all of their areas. So it's confusing to know, but I'm hoping that Fnatic have worked on their team play more so than just individual performances.
Yeah, and we look at this lineup, it is star-studded, Bleh.
Oh, it is indeed, right? You look at every one of these players, and anyone can show up and just completely steal the game away. You got the youngsters, that seems to be the theme of the day in Broland. Obviously, he has been a beast. Flusha, can't take anything away from him, in my opinion. In the opinion of a lot of people, perhaps the smartest player to ever have touched the game of Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Golden, right there, 9,000 IQ and game leader. JW, the one to check. They're a team who can just demolish a team like Astralis and then lose convincingly against, let's say, a team like Movistar Riders, like which Fnatic are going to be seeing today. We don't know. And to be honest, I don't even think Fnatic knows. I think you just jump into the server and YOLO it, and then it's either beautiful or you're just left holding your face in your hands wondering what are you...
You know that if you go and try to play those guys, you're going to get stomped. But they're having fun with it at the end of the day, and they've been there pretty much the whole time, every step of the way. I don't know if that makes sense too much, Christine. What do you think?
I think it makes okay sense, even though we say that we wish we'd see a little more polished play from Fnatic, this is Fnatic's identity. And, I don't think they're going to lean away from their shenanigans. I think they're going to lean even harder into the fact that they have a JW on their team. Yeah. They have a Flusha who's able to always flank the enemies. So, yeah, this is their strength at the end of the day.
Well, Crims, JW, Brolin, Flusha, Golden. And you know what? We'll let them talk for themselves. Let's check it out.
We feel a bit shaky, to be honest. It's been a lot of games going on, and it's quite different when playing online and on LAN because you don't get the motivational part when you play, so it's kind of hard. And
as well, JW getting pressure. This is a team kill. Almeza, one bullet kills FaceCrack and JW. There are trades, so the Creed tip-tapping away, and just like the Creed does, it will save the day. That's a 2-on-1. T-Power's got to hit some no-scopes. Fires off with a dead body. Wrong target here. The pistol's out, and Golden will close it with the USP as well.
Going up against Spirit, I must say we are the better team. We know it as well, but they have good individuals, and I haven't watched them for a long while actually, so I don't know what to expect, but they're good. I mean, every team is good nowadays, so it's gonna be hard.
Every team is good nowadays, and for him to say that, it almost feels sly, but the truth is they are Fnatic. They can say what they need to say, especially when it comes down to team spirit. We heard what Crims had to say about them and how they're a good team, but he hasn't taken stock in them, hasn't really taken note of them in a while. What does that make you guys think coming into this matchup?
I think that could be, well, I don't know if that's his job, right? You could have the coach, I think Samuelson is the coach right now, and I think he would be definitely doing his homework. I think Spirit team are dangerous. You cannot just then some die young. These are players you really can't count out. Now, you look at the results they've had, well, more games played online than Fnatic have had in the past few months. However, that's also because there's a lot more online tournaments happening in the CIS region, and if you look at their opponents, it is not the same caliber as the ones Fnatic faced. But then again, if you look at some of the wins they've had so far, it's been very, very convincing wins. They have won the road to Rio from CIS. They won it very convincingly as well. And this is a team, if I take it lightly, and, you know, when you're not used to playing against a team like this, they can come in and just, like, you know, throw a blinder out of you, and you're not going to be expecting it.
Yeah, they did get that win over Windstrike in the finals. I wouldn't necessarily go with convincingly, but I can see where you're saying, or seeing that rather, Blett. Now, Potter, what's our take on Team Spirit? Now, this is a team that is young, but what do you got?
I mean, I have to agree with Blay here. Not only of the fact that they've played so many online matches, we just saw complexity playing the lower tier teams and thinking, are they ready to take it a step further and play versus a more challenging opponent? And they absolutely were. We found that playing a diverse variety of different kinds of opponents really prepared them for all the shenanigans that all these higher tier teams are going to throw their way. So I'm expecting Spirit to be in full form here, and I'm hopeful that Fnatic are... JW, he actually believes those words where he thinks every team can actually be really good right now. So I'm hoping that there's no underestimating their opponents here in this series today.
Yeah, at least with what Krim says. I mean, that's kind of the vibe I got out of that. But we'll see. You know, we'll hold it down in due time. And it is actually time for us to hear from those over at Team Spirit.
We're gonna play versus Fnatic. So we're gonna do our normal preparation. We're gonna watch some demos of them, maybe get some tricks. It's always be easier to play an underdog, doesn't matter it's online or LAN. The thing that make a pressure on LAN, it's a crowd only.
Idis balance waiting, it's just it's a rocky, there's no flashes, no nades, nothing to force Idis balance off that angle. And they just do the same again. Where's the utility? OG, what are you doing? What is the plan here?
On the team results, yeah, we can say like that's online games and everything like that, but I don't think that's much effect on our team because of online. I think we can do pretty the same on LAN. I hope we're gonna make a great run and we will do our best.
Yes. Well, that's what they can hope for, but then again, Fnatic on the other side, that's something we have to keep our eyes and ears on right now. Moreover, to talk about that whole entire process that is the veto, I want to kind of center us around where we're going to be playing, at least for these two teams, with Fnatic on one side having a completely different pedigree than Spirit on the other.
Yeah, I think the only commonality here, I believe, is the fact that both the teams like going for a vertical ban initially, right? It's the least played map, they both like going for it. Now, if I'm going to ban vertical first, that's what I would go for, but, well, right, Spirit, go. What are your thoughts on the remaining maps?
I was just going to say, I'm glad to see Fnatic veto out that Dust 2 and not take any chances, because that Dust 2 is what Spirit...
I kind of feel like Mirage could have been picked by Fnatic there. I felt like they potentially could have banned out a Mirage, because that is usually, I believe, the second ban coming in from Spirit. But taking away Dust 2, I guess it makes...
I can see why that one goes away in the big picture of things. But also, in the picture of things, we need to take a look at the numbers, or at least put them in front of you so that you can see them as well. This is the team performance for Team Spirit in the last 3 months. Now, if there's one thing I've learned from the road to Rio, it's you can't count out a team just the way that they're running around underneath the shadow of Navi.
They can, but you also have to, you know, take it with the pinch of salt that if you look at those stats you have here, it has really been boosted by the fact that many of the teams are playing against, so to speak, right? And they have been looking very convincing against that, so I don't think you can read too much into those stats. But then you have Fnatic stats over here, and, well...
No win rate, right? And we were kind of curious, should they lean towards that Mirage or pick out that Inferno? And Inferno is just a map that this is a comfort pick for Fnatic. They always seem to go to that Inferno towards the end of the day in these series.
Christine, Blett, what are your predictions? Tell me. Just be honest with yourselves and be honest with the crowd at home.
I gotta go with Fnatic here. I think it's the obvious pick in this series. Although I'm talking about how Spirit were probably gonna do better versus lower tier teams, so I'm hopeful that Fnatic show up.
Now,
Yes,
Blay,
Brad.
hold on, Blay. I'm gonna let
All
you
right.
finish, and you know I'm gonna let you finish.
Are
But
you?
first, we need to hear from the champion, the people themselves. That's the Twitch chat. Let's go ahead and get the vote in over there so that we can become, or at least come back from the break, take a look at the numbers, see if they coincide with what Christine's saying, or see if Blay can top it over there on the other end of things. So remember, the Twitch vote, or Twitch vote right back, everybody.
Flashbang's affected. They have got through the smoke wall here, but Chris J, he is the final boss of the bomb site.
Now Spitty and Chris J to keep Mouseballs alive.
Oh,
Chris! He's found three. It's down to a 2-on-2. Chris, can he close this with an ace? Oh my God!
Can they actually close this out? Boom, Chris.
Fantastic way to start, and no scopes on him himself. Absolutely saving Mouseballs.
Hey, it's me, Lily from AT&T. I'm back, working from home, and here to help.
Hey Lily, I'm hearing a lot about 5G. Should I be getting excited?
Depends. Are you gonna want faster speeds?
I will.
More reliability?
Oh, also yes.
Better response times?
Definitely.
Are you gonna be making sourdough bread?
Oh, is that 5G related?
No, it's just like, why is everyone making sourdough now? But yes, you're gonna want 5G.
AT&T is building 5G on America's best network. Visit att.com to learn more.
here we are, whether you like us or not. It's time for Team Spirit and Fnatic to go at it, toe-to-toe, back and back. And, well, we got them in the ring. We've almost got them ready to fight. Moreover, we know the maps. We also asked you to vote over on Twitch chat. So let's find out what it was that Twitch chat said, because sometimes I put a lot of stock in it. And look, they're not wrong today. They're actually using their brains. And you guys, it seems like we all kind of woke up and we had the best morning we could have possibly had. So with that being said, Blett, now that you've seen that Twitch chat have Fnatic, what do you got?
The hive mind have spoken, and I think they're going to echo exactly what Paris said. And what I'm going to be saying as well is going to be Fnatic. We're going to come out on top. We're going to be seeing them play their brand of Counter-Strike, and I hope they never ever change. You know what? Majors are overrated. The way they play about things and the joy they give me deep down inside, that's what I'll live for. That is Counter-Strike. Fnatic.
Christine, what's your take on this Fnatic squad as a whole before we jump in?
Look, I have to agree with Blett. I hope to see the shenanigans come around in their series. That's where they fell short. So full confidence all the way throughout this series from Fnatic is what I'm expecting.
Yep, that's what we're looking forward to. Our casters, our commentators, as I would rather call them, because that's their actual job titles. We've got Harry wearing a pineapple shirt, and of course Hugo in regular man's clothing, not to be called a basic dude, but it is what it is. Guys, what's up? Good morning.
Yeah, man. Hey, Trace. We came dressed as our favorite pizza toppings. Like, mine's pineapple, Hugo's is gray.
Sludge.
And, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, delicious
Sludge
stuff.
pizza topping. Yeah, it's pretty nice,
Trace,
man.
the reality is we're like 70 broadcast days deep. I've run out of shirts, really. I was considering coming topless, but I think Twitch wouldn't be happy with that.
I mean, there's I think Alex left some clothes here. We could check out the box. We have a lost and found in the house, and I think, speaking of lost and found, we've lost our way and even need to find it again within the confines of Spirit and Fnatic. Guys, who do you have in this one? And I know that Spirit is exciting to watch.
I think we're both good. I haven't even asked you, Harry. I already know what you're going to say. I don't think... you love underdogs.
Oh, well, let me guess.
You're going to pick
excited.
Fnatic here, aren't you?
It's problematic, man. Like, you know me, I love Spirit. I love this Spirit squad, but you've got to be giving the edge to Fnatic right now, and I think that's something we could all agree with, Trace.
Yeah, and I think it's about time I let you leave the nest. So just go ahead and get out of here. Get us into this game, and let's hype it up a little bit. Harry, let's put on your best war face.
I know, man. I'm just sad that we're losing you, Trace, but he's already gone. Here we go. It's just me and you here. Team Spirit taking on Fnatic, and we've got to see a lot of Team Spirit, right? We got to do the majority of the CIS Road to Rio, and there Team Spirit looked really, really good. They went on to take the victory in the entire thing. So that's the thing, right? Like, this Team Spirit squad, they're coming into this showing that they can give us the results. You got to remember, in that RMR event for the CIS region, Na'Vi didn't even reach the playoffs. That's how competitive that whole division was. Na'Vi kind of got blindsided. Spirit went on to win the whole thing. And Fnatic, you know, we've seen this squad. We've seen them at the tippity top at the end of Pro League Online. And then just a stark fall into the road to Rio. So let's see if these Swedes can come in swinging. This pistol round already underway, Hugo. And JW, he set himself up over here towards the ramp. He's got Flusher with him. The Team Spirit, they don't really want to go towards Hell. They're more focused on this B bomb site, and Magix is the man to open it up. Rotation going to come on through. Fnatic, they might just catch the... Yeah, I was going to say Brolin. He didn't realize there was quite the advantage here for Team Spirit, and they will continue to put up these frags. It's JW left in a 1v4. A lot of work to do.
This team, and definitely a great addition with a lot of, you know,
much of the CIS region, because I feel like got Mir, who's been like a shining light in this team, really reliving some of his old form and looking up again. You've got a star, really flashy Orpha in someone, and has been so consistent for them as well. So this Team Spirit squad is one that I think a lot of people are going to find themselves actually becoming a bit of a fan of.
It's worth noting we have Vega Mir, not Gambit Mir, which is a very big difference. You know, in terms of performance, he has been lights out in this team, leading by example. So yeah, no sleeping at the wheel here for Spirit. Not in this round, at least. They're a man up. They have full rifles and jiggled. It's rolling on the wrap round. Could get one, but try and put as much distance between himself and the corpse as he can. Try and come in from another angle. Bomb planted on that A site by Magix, but nothing Brolin can do about it. Might even just be good to save, right? Fnatic are going to have a full eco coming up in the follow-up round, so even taking this CC armor would be good, but they don't want to allow...
We get that conversion round locked on in, and now it is just these pistols here for Fnatic, so Not much of a chance. We got a little nade stack for Fnatic. They do love running these wherever they can. They're a team that do it a lot in pistol rounds. And so here, in this second, what kind of usage are they able to get out of these nades? One of them is on Flusher, the other is on Brolin. These two are split between main and heaven. So not going to be like any kind of like artillery nades, right, where you just rain them on into one position. These two weren't really close enough to complement each other. So these nades are on a bit of a solo mission. I'm bigging them up because they're the only thing that can really do much damage in this round, right? It is just vanilla pistols, and so this is where Team Spirit should keep it pretty clean.
Yeah.
But we've seen these kind of rounds, you know, like not necessarily get close, but it's like, you know, it's not uncommon to see like the USPs sometimes cheese a kill or two, and that can be worth it in the long run.
Yeah, it can just like spiral out of control, right? If you get the right kills at the right time and you grab a gun, suddenly you can win these rounds. And you know, I feel like you only see USP ecos one when it's like 5 to 10 kills in like 20 seconds. If it's a long round, if the T's stall it out, they always win it. But if you have a quick one where Team Spirit maybe rush into a bomb site they haven't cleared and it's stacked, Fnatic, well, they can suddenly get kills, grab guns, and it's all chaos, and then suddenly they win the round, right? That's how those ecos get won.
I always feel like with these pistols, what happens is like one person will die, and then the T's will slow down, like, oh crap, like we messed up, you know, like we've lost the guy early, and then it's that panic of trying to make sure you don't lose anyone else.
Yeah.
That I find is when like a lot of the chaos happens. But let's see, man. Let's see how this round pans out. Ooh, JW's getting cute in the vents, but watch out because they've already gone past him and into this A bomb site. It's Sumdai Young getting deep before he gets shut down. The trades go left and right. And they do catch Chopper, critically so, in the heart. That's the bomb dropped, but might not be a problem for Mir. He's bested JW out from the vents, and now he's looking for this player in the site who's up on the rafters. Flusher rather, Golden. Not going to miss a beat, but it was actually Flusher to steal the kill away.
Spirit get a good taste of what they're going to be dealing with in this game. A very confident Fnatic, right? Spirit try and molly players off in the heaven, and Golden just swings out in front of it. Like, Fnatic aren't going to wait for you to you know, do what you want. They're going to abuse their spawns and positions as much as they can. You know, Spirit, they may have been an upcoming team. They may have been looking really, really good, but Fnatic, as the favorites, are not going to let you get away with squat. So Spirit, they're going to go towards the door. He sees nothing inside of lobby. Luckily enough, there's no one there at all. Spirit have sent 5 of their players towards the yard, crossing behind these smokes. JW has gone down to the depths below with that AWP, waiting on the pixel angle. It's got to be real quick to hit a shot here, but they are starting to line up. Here comes the first. Missed from JW. It was only a jiggle. He's going to have to fall back here. Spirit, they show face towards the AWP. They push him back, and Fnatic rotate 2 more players down lower. Look at that setup on the minimap. Spirit, if they take A right now, it is undefended, uncovered at all. JW is the only man in the site right now, moving into position with Brolin. And with no one else going down B, Fnatic, they realize that it's all a bit of a fake, it's all a bit of a ruse, and they will rotate players back up to that top site, starting to clear the lobby, getting more map control into their wing, but the timing is everything. Sumdai Young's coming in from spawn, and if Fnatic don't consider this as a possibility, he could get multiple kills here.
Oh dear. Sumdai Young spotted a man. Not the cleanest of kills, but it does come in anyway. Now there's 2 more players here to pressure him. But Sumdai Young, you're bang on. He was acting as the bait to this one. And while this has gone down, some utility has been throwing down the ramp from Chopper, but actually it's not a B play. I love that. You get ramp control, you get players into heaven, but they send Chopper down to throw in that utility, and it baited all 3 players for Fnatic into a rotation down to B. And, you know, like, being real, if you've got lobby control and you're in a 3-on-4, you taking the A site, you attempt that if you're Fnatic. You know, now that you're locked out on B, you've wasted so much time on the rotation that it's just not worth hanging around to attempt this retake. So, yeah, that's actually a really sick round from Team Spirit. They got while Ramp and Heaven are taken, Chopper throwing that utility into B is just paramount to the success of the round. And Team Spirit, they're going to put a 4th on the board, so they immediately respond with a round of their own after Fnatic take theirs.
And after Sumdai Young gets to the lobby and kills Golden, JW scopes from the door. That's all purposeful. It makes Sumdai Young look at his position, and then Brolin comes in from the backside on ramp on that push and gets the kill, right? Sumdai Young with his back turned. So Fnatic, you know, at least getting that under control, at least getting some lobby, but they get nothing else with it. Spirit's T-side is looking excellent. No, really? That's kind of crazy. I guess, you know, Spirit have played a lot of games, especially recently in the last couple of
yeah,
months.
I know, you know, you imagine that makes sense as well, because like Magic's, we talk about how young he is and how like relatively inexperienced, right? Like, you know, he would have been grinded through during the Krieg meta as well.
I think it's Magic's. I checked this when we were in the Rotary. I'm pretty sure it is Magic's. His first HLTV game played was in October last year. I'm going to double check that. But yeah, that's kind of crazy, right? To you know, in less than or about 6 months, a bit over, you know, you've done this much and you look this good against some of the best teams.
Well, Matt, we've also had the pleasure of speaking to Some Die Young a lot, but actually, I'll hold this thought because no one cares what I've been saying to Some Die Young. What we care about is this A side rid him of this round. He deletes him on time. It was like an eco rotation. He's got this flashbang. And he'll take it all day long. Some Die Young still has a lot to learn within this team, considering he's someone that many people just wouldn't go.
For reference, he actually played his first few games for Sparta here and there back last year, but Spirit has been the big pickup, obviously, and we've seen a lot of success there. Flusher looking to force fights. 5-1, the wrap is good. Flusher hit the timing, and he might be able to come behind Chopper here, but not realizing Chopper's actually crept behind main. So Chopper has the drop on Flusher here in terms of... Golden's watching onto the ramp room. That's where the buck late. Oh, he reacts fast and he gets the kill for Spirit. A man up. Where do they go? Holding steadfast right now. There's that molly. Crims has to swing, but he gets away with a kill with it, forcing out to the back of the bomb site. Now it's the ramp play. Down towards that lower site. Crims attempting to go towards the vents. Dropped by a man in the lobby. And now Spirit planting on B with a man up. Brolin's come down the vents. He could get this one-on-one as Majits is alone rather on the B bomb site.
Yeah, but the bomb is planted open for ramp, and even then I stopped there on the head, and he's missed the spray. JW has Brolin's back to the very, very end, and it's 3 on the board for JW. A retake prevails.
I keep saying Magis because that's all I'm used to. It's like when I'm casting Twist from NIP, I always add the Z on it from Liquid. But he had no control, and so to plant open for ramp would have been a danger. His team hadn't quite cleared that out just yet, so Spirit, another man advantage in this round. Fnatic did win the previous though. But yeah, I mean this is more. They really don't want to get a confident showing here, and this is not that. JW, well, maybe he is confident, but not the results there. Yes, that's the shot. JW could get traded. He's got to run. There's more in the.
Flusher does lie in wait on the other side of the garage, however, and he's hidden himself away, but actually they were ready for it. Mir was hurt. Chopper, a little jump shot, man. He's living up to the name. Thanks to that 1-3 at B. Next time you're looking at the IGL of Fnatic alongside JW. Magic's is posted up on the heaven. So's this balance, but somehow, some way, Golden is able to swing and take down another. This is buying JW precious time, and that gets the flashbang in, but Golden leaping down from the heavens above, not going to be the play. JW's got no time here to go for this round, even if he wanted to, so he's going to have to hold on to this AWP. Team Spirit, 6 on the board. In a position.
They do a lot of work on this map where, you know, Fnatic, they may have better individuals on a good day, but Spirit are just outplaying them right now. They're just outmaneuvering them, and as long as you win the right fights and trade the right kills, you can definitely take a lead. Doesn't even get to play into this round. Tidus Balance finding the first. Spirit have been so full of man advantages, it's ridiculous. I can't think of the last time Fnatic actually had one. And in fact, they've only had one this often go, and they're going to go together.
Yeah, Brolin's come up on rotation with JW's off. Second kill of the round. First, but Brolin gets the trade. Well, it's been blessed by JW this AWP, so of course Brolin's able to manage to find success on the back of it.
Yeah, Spirit's money now getting drawn to a close, Harry. This is a crucial round if they want to keep up appearances on the T side, and Some Die Young will do what he does best, find that opening kill, and rid JW once again, man. This AWP and door has not been successful from the hut side. Here again from the raft. Golden, he's about to realize that's so important for Fnatic that Golden gets this. If no one's watching Outcourse could wrap Hellside or even 4 through main without Lobby could do the play for the
tree, but they are already in. Whether he nothing has offered itself up yet. Now Golden doesn't want to jump the gun on this one, right? He is the only man down at B. He's got teammates rotating in. So he's very, very careful around that decon door. Now, iDisbalance gets caught trying to push into the double door, and this was an attempt to bait them in, and it does bait them in, but there's some pretty favorable trades. Chopper was so low, that molly could have caused some real problems, and now there's just not enough time for Flusher. Kill's not going to present themselves, and maybe he's going to take down a player with the bomb, but that really is the bet upon this lead.
That's so the fact that there can be any more players there, and even though they checked the corner, they looked at it. Chopper gets away with 2 kills of some excellent pre-fire shots. Fnatic not ready for the 3rd man on the stairwell, and they will pay the price. JW on the orb. Where's he going? Hopefully not door. That has not worked, but he's going door. So looking back for some more. I understand not having this AWP outside. Spirit have gone for a lot of smoke executes. That AWP is often denied the information unless you play towards a secret stairwell or lower B. So JW desperate to have impact with this AWP, but instead will now just stay alive, watching the outside area. 2 players outside. JW wait if needed. JW's going to try and draw them in with the AWP. We've not seen this yard so far. Flash is going to get a peek off though. No flash with it, just a dry fight, and maybe he could have got more of JW. Is iDisbalance with the pre-aim. He's ready for that heaven repeat, despite JW just showing himself down lower. 1 step ahead. Have 3 players upper right now, but another one dropping B. Golden's being very loud about it, and that's all going to get hurt by Mir and Hell.
Oh yeah, look, they've changed their mind. Yeah, some really. It's got to go down now. There's the shot from iDisbalance. And Fnatic, they thought they had a chance, but one by one, they are getting shut down. Team Spirit, they are just continuing to look like a dominant powerhouse. Like it was one versus the European squads. And well, right now, it's looking really good for Team Spirit. Like, the reads have been good. Individually, they've been besting Fnatic a lot in the head. Really neat right now.
Yeah, they're just juking Fnatic. Like you said, they've had the reads. There have been some excellent predictions from Spirit. How quick that flick is right back into Bro, coming up into heaven with the AWP off of JW. Apart from that, Spirit have avoided the majority of Fnatic in every single one of these bomb rounds. So, really well played. They've definitely done their homework in this series. Flusher hits a shot, but he is getting tagged up, and Mir will finish the job, dropping onto main with a man advantage. Our Spirit. This is a low economy round for Fnatic, relying on Crims now that that scout has gone. He's got a hero AK on ramp. 2 players down in B for Fnatic favored.
But wait isn't really a word in Mir's vocabulary. Like, he's, you know, it's not with the same speed and vigor as normal. It's very sneaky. Yeah, it's a tactical wait maneuver. Gets this information, and so now with Heaven secured, this round should be unlosable for Team Spirit. They weren't really up against much to begin with, and holding down this the round mopped up. Team Spirit 8 on the board.
I think Krim shot him through the floor there. So from Hell up into Heaven, certainly a good kill, but it's not going to win Fnatic the round.
So, Hugo, I keep talking about it, but it's just because, you know, it's the last time we got to see a lot of these CIS teams. The Road to Rio CIS, one of the things that we got from a lot of these interviews with loads of different teams was that they said, like, well, right now in CIS, the level of competition feels really high, and anyone can beat anyone. And you kind of get that to beat everyone else. Team Spirit went on to just make that flawless run throughout the entire event.
They dropped 2 maps.
Yeah, and that's just wild, you know, like, because it's one thing to go and win it when there's no Na'Vi in the playoffs. I think some people would look at, like, you know, try and discount the victory, but you look at the fashion in which they won the event, and it's kind of mind-blowing.
Definitely. You know, that's why they're here, Harry. That's why I was excited to see Spirit inside of DreamHack Masters. Pretty much the only CIS team that's not, like, you know, in the top-tier echelons, like Na'Vi, for example. So, yeah, we get to see what they can do against some of the best teams in the world, and as we can see, results are pretty good. 9-3 up. That's a nice entry from Chopper, dropping Flusher outside again. The man often dead first for Fnatic. This is a rarity, right? Flusher's a beast. We know what he can do, but right now he's getting counted. He's getting shut out of the server. Spirit's slow, cruel T-side, where they just bleed the round time and put Fnatic in the wrong positions, is great. We did this out earlier, and Fnatic have had to concede this position. 2 on B, 2 on upper, but I don't say 2 on A because that's not the case. Fnatic again have to be very careful about where they put their men. Golden in B with JW's orb. Spirit smoke him off, and they're going to head here with the bomb. This is the first time Fnatic have had 2 players in the site where Spirit attack B.
Oh, and a third's even on rotation, but JW trying to get ahead of the curve, heading over towards ramp room. While the rest of his team are distracting, Roland actually gets dropped immediately, and now Golden left up in this 1v5. Don't really fancy his chances here, and they just hound him down to the end of time. 10 on the board for Team Spirit, 3 for Fnatic. This is so dominant from the Spirit squad.
Yeah, like we're seeing JW do JW-esque things, but he's getting shut out. Look at this, he just runs through a door smoke and tries to AWP ramp. Like, there were 2 players there, he could have had a collapse. That was a very, very, you know, I love it. He timed it right, he peeked the right angle, they're there, he's aiming, and they kill him. Like, that's the most JW play that always works, and it doesn't work. 10-3 to Spirit, nothing's working for Fnatic, and Spirit, well, they are all over the board. 5 for Fnatic. They don't want to concede 11 rounds or 12 rounds. They want to have 2 chances to get on this board, but really you're asking for a lot here near the end of the half. JW saving somewhat. We have 3 Famai and a scout on Flusher. And a Spirit go. And how long do they take to get there? That's the crucial question. Golden tagged on ramp of the AWP. Grenade can finish the job, and so he has to play very passive as a result. Stay here forever. Likely we'll just drop B at the next sign of contact, but Spirit aren't really giving him anything. They're all here, but they're all hiding, and now they're going to appear together as the rotates come through. Flusher, they're swapping guns. This couldn't be a worse opportune moment. The tag does come through. Team Spirit don't capitalize. They had a chance to kill both players of Fnatic out in the open, pressing G, and now it's the lobby flank from Crims that gets denied as well. JW's here. Fnatic are pushing, prodding, poking, but they're getting removed man by man. It's just Flusher again, left up in heaven in a 1-on-3. And they go B.
And they take the bomb down, Ben.
Unreal.
The biggest middle finger to Flusher you've ever seen in your lifetime. He's going to try and rotate in through ramp, but he's not ready for the man already here. Team Spirit, they just seem 1 step ahead of the curve right now. This is a great T-side from them. And Fnatic, they were not ready for this kind of heat to start the day. I'm really excited to see how the remainder of this Group C pans out, man. Because I feel like, you know, in the CIS region, we saw Team Spirit take on all different types of teams, right? Like from the slow play styles of a team like VP to very explosive squads like Fours. You know, they've really been, and they've seen it all. And now we get to see them up against that same kind of caliber in EU. So I can't wait to see how the remainder of these games in Spirit pan on out. In this round, Flusher burns himself to death outside. And that's given up a man advantage to Team Spirit. Not exactly Flusher's fault, right? Like, he puts the molly down, tries to cross behind it. And actually, with this little MP9 on the back of Brolin, they have been able to retake it. It was never available because Flusher killed himself. However, we can say, you know, like, for getting all the kills that were available in the round, this is like a mini ace. For a mini man, Magix. Let's see what he can do.
JW started this round by peeking door again with the AWP parry. He actually got a kill and got traded. Fnatic took your advice today. They went for 1 kill each. Crims, he hasn't got the read. He hasn't got the idea. He's just playing timings right now, checking all positions and remaining very aware.
Imagine how it feels if you're Crims, right? Every read that you've made if you're Fnatic at this point in time has been wrong. Yeah. He's just kind of like playing this nether zone in between bomb sites, hoping that he can come in with a fast rotation.
Good luck now.
With Magic's getting into decon with the bomb planted for him. This is a very tricky round now for Crims. This belt of utility is going to help him, but the thing that isn't is the lack of kit. And, you know, the utility is all well and good, but without the ability to stick that bomb, you're going to struggle to get much usage out of it. Time has already ticked so low as well. Like, if Crims doesn't start this defuse now, the round is over. He gets on it. He can't get off of it. Magic, he's still sticking it. Please, go back. There we go. He gets it. 4 kills in the round and a technical ace, I guess, to round out the half, courtesy of Flusher, ending his own life. 12-3. Team Spirit looking good. This game sure is looking great. So stick around and join us for the second half of play after a break.
Stars.
Wow, boy oh boy does it smell like team spirit right about now. 12-3 at the end of that first half of play, and Fnatic, they are at quite the deficit here, moving into their T side. Now, let's see if they can recuperate some of this moving into the second half of play. A pistol victory here feels like a must-have. Fnatic do want to keep Nuke afloat. Interesting to note, team spirit, no utility, no kits, no nothing, just armor. And that to me suggests they're feeling confident in hitting their shots. They're not even planning for letting a bomb go down. However, let's see if that happens. It's a lot of damage from Magix. He's going to get helped out. He needs saving, and actually he gets another before he falls. Mid-air headshot onto Crims. JW gets down through the vents. He's running as fast as he can. He's pulling in the numbers, and he will get the bomb planted. Oh, he just about gets into decon as well. So now a 1v3 chance for JW, but two players wrapping in close. This is not going to be easy. Block in his pocket, and he's looking. The first man, oh, and almost a follow-up, but not quite. Sumdai Young is taking shots for Chopper all day long. 13 on the board for Team Spirit. Pistol round goes their way. And Fnatic now, really, they might be starting to look ahead to Inferno. Like, Nuke, this is going to be a very, it was already a very tricky game to recover, even with the pistol round going your way, and it doesn't go their way. So now, 13-3, and a force buy for Fnatic. If they don't win this, they're up against 14. They're probably just force buying till the game ends at that point.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see that second map, if and when it does.
Auto shotgun, let's get it.
Yeah, okay, this is getting a bit messy. This is a bit of a slaughter on the A side. The scout is getting all the kills, Harry, not the shotgun, surprisingly.
Don't worry, I'm doing what JW did. I'll get this bomb planted. Don't worry, guys. We need the money. We can rely on me. But oh, no, you can't. Chopper rains down from above. And that's the round. 14 on the board for Team Spirit. They were so ready for that vent drop again. They already had a Chopper at B, just waiting, just saying, Fnatic, we dare you to try and sneak another bomb plant past.
I'm so excited for Inferno, right? Because I just want to know, are we going to get the same spirit here? Like, obviously, this feels a bit underperformance, a bit like an underperformance for Fnatic, but you can't deny that first half is so well played from Spirit, and they put Fnatic in a bad place themselves, right? It's not just Fnatic messing things up, it's Spirit, and the credit goes to them. But Inferno, I mean, you know, this isn't firstly a map that Fnatic frequent, it's one that they succeed on, but they don't play a lot. Inferno's Fnatic's most played map. Oh, funnily enough, it's also Spirit's most played map, and they have more maps played than Fnatic, obviously against different opposition and lesser opposition. But, you know, worth noting that Spirit in a world where they can 2-0 this series, and I think that is ridiculous. We'll see if it happens. So Fnatic is still in this game right now by the skin of the Spirit up 5-on-3. Fnatic moving outside behind the smokes, but Spirit know this.
Damage done on the cross. Now, Flusher has the down a man outside from the top of main. That was Mir getting dropped. Flusher has a scout shot rain over, and I don't even think he knows where he just got shot from. He's like looking everywhere now. Chopper's holding down B in the meantime. Golden was thinking, like, maybe I can get the bomb planted this time. But no, Chopper is just such a nuisance. He's already there. The auto shotgun rains death down on a Flusher, and it's map point for Team Spirit, 15-3.
Like we all expected.
I've got like this weird feeling, right? I think Team Spirit, I think they could top the group, and I think the team that could give them a run for their money, hilariously, is actually going to be Godsend. instead of FaZe. I don't know why.
What are you saying?
I just feel like, right, this Team Spirit squad, I don't know, I think when it comes up against like very tactically sound teams, they know exactly what they're doing. And I think, you know, when you're up against a team like Godsend where things can sometimes get a little bit more loose, that's where it gets interesting. I don't know, I just feel like that's always like the games that you see slip through the net. I can't wait to see how the rest of this group pans out now. Obviously, I'm talking like this series is over. Far from it, but this first map certainly could be at the end of this round. Really not much of a Fnatic to work with. Magic's on a preemptive rotation down to B with the auto shotgun. I love that decision as well. He drops down through the vents. He's not bothered if they try and follow him. He can just churn them up with the